It's Thursday, Supernatural Day. So I am here to talk about none other than Supernatural. And this was another Monster of the Week episode, and guys, it was great. I loved it. My favorite part of the entire episode was when Dean brought in the beef jerky. And Sam was like, don't eat that, like, you're not gonna like it, it's hot. And then he's like, what? Like, fuck you, I'm gonna eat it. And he couldn't take it, and then Sam, I love Sam, he got the bottle of water. As he was just doing that smirk, it killed me. Like, I love that scene so much that on my Twitter, I actually did an alternate scenario, and I went with it a lot longer, and a series of like 8 tweets, and I was just cracking up and having fun with it. It was great. But that scene it made me so happy. I love when we get brother moments, but there never is enough of them, I feel like. But so this was amazing. And the other brother moment that was so funny was when they had the IDs. And Dean's like, I don't look anything different. And then when they went to the sheriff, and she was like, is this you? Sam's smirk, guys. Sam's smirk freaking kills me. That face he makes. Alright, I'm okay. The episode only had like 3 funny parts, but like, I'm dying. Anyway, so without further ado, let's get into the darker stuff. So, freaking Samifer's back, guys. Oh my god, I went a little crazy. I was like, holy shit. And I'm glad that I was right, because I do like being right. I know a lot of other people thought this too, that Sam was seeing the other versions of Sam and Dean, and I knew we were going to get a Mark of Cain Dean too, because I knew all we had seen so far was Sam killing Dean, but I knew there was going to be some where Dean turned evil and killed Sam too. So, but Samifer, guys, that scene was great. I honestly think Sam Jarrett played the best Lucifer, honestly. Like, I think he was just the best at it. Sorry, come at me. Just don't really, but I think he was the best Lucifer, hands down. I don't even think it's competition. But that he's just like, I love it. It's amazing. And, also, Mark of Cain Dean, I was like, okay. It killed me to see him kill Sammy. Like, I cried. I actually cried, guys. It was so awful to see that. Like, when Sam killed Dean, it was more just, like, instant, you know? Because he just, like, did that and Dean was dead. But it was different for Sam because, like, he, like, they actually got into it. And then, like, he picked him up and, like, stabbed him as he's, like, choking Sam. So, I don't know, it felt more real to me, or it might feel more real to me because I am a Sam girl, but, like, I cried so hard, and my husband was like, Tori, it's not real, you don't have to cry, and I'm like, it doesn't make it hurt any less, though. Like, there's still another version of Sam that had to die like that. And that's what really, really sucks about it. Like, it's not our Winchesters, but so many other versions of our Winchesters killed each other. So it's like, that's so sad, you know? It's so sad that in like every other alternate universe, that's how it ended. It's so sad. And it's not their fault. Chuck's fault. He's the puppet master pulling the strings. But it's very, very sad. Every chapter in the Supernatural and the Winchester story just gets sadder and sadder. And you guys, it better not end with one of the brothers having to kill each other. I will not have it. I actually have a theory about how Supernatural ends. And it's pretty dark. And I do not want to be right about it. My theory is that Sam will somehow get possessed by Lucifer again. And Dean by Michael. Or it doesn't even have to be possession. Somehow something happens. They get taken over by something dark that makes that big fight that was supposed to happen in season 5 happen. So like they're fighting. If they do get possessed by the archangels again, like I have a feeling like Sam will beat Lucifer and Dean will beat Michael, and then in true supernatural, devastating fashion, they would get a hold of the archangels for just a minute and then killed himself, saving the world in the process. But I do not want that. I do not want that to happen at all. That would devastate me. However, if the possession of the archangels does happen, a happier ending would be that they completely kill the archangels possessing them, and then they can be like the Earth's protectors or something. I don't know. They can have all the powers that Lucifer and Michael had, but they still be them because they, they killed them, and they're just the Earth's protector forever. That'd be kind of cool. But that's probably not going to happen because, like they said, Supernatural's probably going to end sad. Jensen's reaction does not make me feel better about the ending, because he said he had to get like counseling about it. I'm like, oh god, that makes me stressed out, because that's the same thing Catherine had said, that she wasn't okay with the Shadowhunter ending at first. And Shadowhunter ended like the worst show in the entire world. Okay, I can't ever watch that show again. But anyway, but yeah, I think that would be kind of cool, that they'd be like the Earth's protectors or anything. However, like, if the Winchesters do die, which, I mean, like, it's a pretty big possibility, you cannot kill just one of them. You can't do it. That's too heartbreaking. They have to die together. I know that sounds so bad, like, but I would rather that both go together than having to have, like, one Winchester alive and one not, because, like, Dean and Sam, they can't live without each other. They're all each other has. Like, I just can't. I can't do that. And I think, like, most of the fandom pretty much agrees it's either one Winchester or none of them. Like, don't separate them. That's awful. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Hear about the episode again. So I loved Sam for being back. It was amazing. Mark Kane Dean was awesome as always, even though he killed one of Sammy and broke my heart. It's always good to see Mark Kane Dean. Jensen did a great job. Jared did a great job, like they always do. The Lilith being back. Okay, so that was pretty awesome. I was surprised about that. I was like, oh shit, is about to go down. I was pretty excited about that. I was like, oh my god. I freaked out. I was like, oh shit. Like I said, you don't want to watch me during a Supernatural episode. I'm pacing and I'm getting nervous. I'm gonna have to rewatch all of these when I'm not like crazy going up and down and being like, oh my god. I don't know. Supernatural has given me like such a, I don't even know how to describe it, like stresses me out because they've put the Winchesters through so much. But I love it though. But I don't love their pain, but I love the show. But Lilith was surprising, and I know they had said, the writers had said that Chuck's gonna be pulling the strings and everything, so we'll see what all that has to come for in the future. Chuck, you bastard, can't leave the Winchesters in peace. At the end though, when Dean was saying, I thought we were free, and he had just given up hope. Last episode, Sam had given up hope, and now Dean had given up hope, but Sam's gonna be like, we fight. And then Dean was like, but Sam, it's like, Chuck, it's God, what are we gonna do? You know what? If anybody can beat God, it's the Winchesters, okay? Like Jared said, they are not the Lucechesters, okay? They can be God. Chuck, you bastard. Anyway, but they can totally be God. I don't know how, but they'll figure it out. When Lilith burned up that gun and their hope just like crushed. At first I thought like, there's no way Dean just had the gun chilling in the freaking glove department. There's no way, Dean. And of course, I was like, it's gotta be like a prop. I was like, Sam's real smart. There's a prop. And he kind of had like a smirk at first. So I was like, okay, it's like a replica or something. It's a fake. They're faking her out. Nope. I was like, damn it, guys. Why? Why would you do that? But God is weakened, and I'm waiting on that to affect Sam. Like, I thought that would affect Sam more than just being able to see God's other or Chuck's, it's so weird to call him God, Chuck's other alternate realities. You would think it would affect him in some way, like they're connected. So if he can get in his head, wouldn't Sam have some of God's powers? I mean, I'm just saying. that would be pretty amazing. But I'm really glad that I think this is a brilliant way for us to get those dark Winchesters back, but not at the expense of our actual Winchesters. Like, it's the best of both worlds, because we still have our amazing Sam and Dean, but we get to see brief glimpses of the dark Sam and Dean too. I really, really hope we get, like, one little one an episode. Like, that would be so amazing if they continue to do that, because I don't want it to just be, okay, we know what's going on now. But I really, really want to see more. I want to see so much more, like one an episode. That would be great. But I just love it because I can still love our Sam and Dean, and we get the dark ones too. It's the best of both worlds. I knew like Sam wouldn't be drinking demon blood again. I was like, there's no way. And then Lucifer is awake and empty. So I mean, I'm sure they'll bring him back. I don't know when or how. But Jack's chilling out in the empty too. Gonna bring him back too. So yeah, that was amazing. Lilith coming back was a surprise. Oh, next week Eileen's coming back, and I'm so disappointed because I love her, and like when she was spoiled to come back, I honestly thought that like they were maybe bringing her back so she could be with Sam, or you know, something, or she was gonna be alive again, something. But when I saw the preview and there was witches involved, I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing there. It's probably not really Eileen. It's probably like in his head or something. They're probably doing like, in season 12, when the woman of letters, the Britishman of letters, I almost said something else. That chick that got into Sam's head, it seems like it might be something like that. So it might not be real Eileen. I really, really hope it does, because I think she's so amazing. Like, if Sam were gonna end up with anybody, I would really want it to be her. I think the boys wouldn't have a successful relationship unless it was another hunter. Like, I loved Jessica and I loved Sarah. I pretty much liked a lot of the girls that Sam had a thing with, except for like Amelia. But I mean, I liked Madison, but none of them really lasted a long time. But Eileen is the one that I really, really thought was gonna stick. And then they killed her in heartbreaking Sam Winchester fashion. As you know, everyone that loves Sam must die. Ugh, makes me so sad. Anyway, but yeah, I really, really hope that I'm wrong. I really want to be wrong about that. I really hope she's back and she's alive, and that her and Sam can, like, you know, I don't know, maybe something can start there. With Dean, the only girl I really liked for him was Jo. Like, I loved Jo. That's the only girl I really liked with him. I really, really didn't like Lisa. I know that's a really, really unpopular opinion. I just didn't like her because I feel like her life, Dean's life with Lisa was just so not Dean. I was just like, every time I saw him, like, Dean, that's not you. Like, what? And that's kind of probably why I didn't like Amelia either. I was like, Sam, you need to be hunting. Like, Dean, you need to be hunting. I don't know. But Lisa with Dean, I was like, that is not you, Dean. No, that is not you. So I didn't really like Lisa. And it wasn't like I hated her character. Well, she did annoy me a lot. But I didn't really like that at all. So I don't want them to bring her back. But if they could somehow bring Jo back, that'd be great. But this is not a romantic show. So I have no expectations that any of that is going to happen. Eileen's probably back just for like an episode, and she's probably just going to be in Sam's head by the witch. The witch looked like she was controlling things, so. Or maybe Chuck just puts her in his head so he can freaking torture Sam. Wouldn't put it past that bastard either. Chuck, you bastard. Anyway, so I think I've covered pretty much everything. Oh, at the beginning when Sam was texting Cass. And at this point, I don't think Dean has told Sam that they had a big, huge fight. So it's like, does Sam, I mean, I'm sure Sam knows, but otherwise, but it might be Sam just thinking that Cass doesn't want to talk to him anymore or something. But I mean, I'm sure he knows. But, oh, I'm so glad that Sam finally freaking told Dean about all the shit he's been seeing in his head. Finally, Sam. And Dean's like, you're just now telling me this? I'm like, okay, Dean, he's not the only one that has been less than forthcoming with all of his problems. I said problems, sorry. But he is not the only one, Dean. Like, stop being a hypocrite. I love you, but you're being a hypocrite. He still hasn't told Sam. Sam still doesn't know that when Dean thought he was dead in season 11, he went and chugged a whole bottle of pills to kill himself, to go friggin' talk death into taking him instead. Sam doesn't know that. Sam doesn't know that. So it's like, come on, Dean. You both keep things from each other. And it drives us crazy. But, yeah, that's my reaction video. I really, really enjoyed it. I truly loved it so much. And also, guys, I want to show you. Look at this. It's to motivate me to get off my ass and write when I need to. But, yeah. So, alright, I'm gonna hop off of here. I love you guys. Happy Supernatural Day.